Courtney Powers, and I'm here with Chase Coy.
Okay.
I want to know, how long have you been making music?
I think I've been doing music pretty seriously for like the past 3 or 4 years, I think. Something around that. But I've been playing guitar and singing and stuff for a lot longer than that, but...
How long?
Guitar maybe like 9 or 10 years, and singing since I was like a little kid. But I mean, like, all little kids sing, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know really how to define when I started singing or whatever.
I see, wow. What is your songwriting process like?
It just depends, but typically I start just like sit down with a guitar, and sometimes I have like an idea for one lyric, and I'll just kind of like sit down on a guitar and work out the song from that. Or other times I'll have a guitar line and I'll kind of write over that. But I typically do it all at the same time. Like I start with maybe like one guitar line for the verse or something, and then I flesh out the rest of the song while I do the lyrics. Or I start with one lyric and I do the whole music and the rest of the lyrics at once. So normally just like one thing that starts it, and then I do everything else at once after that.
Oh, I see. How has your music evolved since you first started making music?
Well, I'd like to think that lyrically it's got a little more meat to it, a little more depth. I like to think I am a little less shallow than I was when I was 16 years old, I guess. And I guess that's one way, and just I think being a little less, I don't want to say it's like serious, but just like, I think on this new album you'll see that I'm trying to branch out a little more musically and try out different instruments, and not, you know, it's easy to get into a thing where you're trying to be really like serious, or like I'm an artsy artist, and I'm not just like a like fun do what you want kind of artist, and you like start making all these kind of slow, boring songs or whatever. And so I kind of like tried to step out of my box a little bit on this album and do some more upbeat stuff, but still in the vein of what I've been doing.
I see, wow, I'm excited for the new album. How would you define success for your band, and do you think that you've reached it?
I mean, I guess success for me, as far as like music and doing it as my career goes, is just being able to do it as my career. I just enjoy touring and recording and all that kind of stuff, and so to be able to do that without having to have some kind of secondary job at McDonald's or something, that's like victory for me, and so I think I've achieved it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, that's my goal, is just to be able to do my music and do what I love, and that's what I'm doing right now. So
that's great. What is your favorite thing about touring?
I like getting out and actually like meeting the people that the music has affected, I guess, and just like getting to actually like put some faces on fans in a way where I like actually get to hear some stories from people and how my music's affected them, or what it's meant to them, or that sort of thing. Yeah.
A little awkward, a little bit. But hey, what is your
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over myself there. No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was distracted by your music also. What is your least favorite thing about touring?
It can be stressful sometimes when things don't go as planned, or if you have something unexpected come up, just like, you know, flat tire, or like if you know, you show up. It can be a little bit of a bummer too if you like show up to a show and then like there's like 5 people there or something like that. But on the same, you know, in the same vein of that, there's been some shows I've played where it was like 5 people and they were some of the coolest shows I've ever played. So it just depends. I mean, you try to, you know, just adapt to your environment and make the best out of everything.
That's good. That's very good. When did you know that music was your calling? When did you know? Was there a specific point in time where you're like, this is what I'm gonna do forever?
I don't know. I was doing like art and graphic design and stuff for a long time, and then I started doing music and was doing both, and then it just became clear to me that I wasn't going to get to where I wanted with either of them if I didn't focus more. And I ended up deciding that I wanted to pursue music, and you know, started doing that through high school and spending all my free time doing that. My junior year I lost a little bit of focus on school because of that, but then I struck a balance between everything I was doing and just trying to do music in all my free time, and I mean, I don't know if there was ever like a moment where I thought like, this is what I'm gonna do with my life, but it's what I love doing, so like when I got the chance to, then I jumped on it.
I see. Do you have any road horror stories that you'd like to share? Crazy touring stories?
Not particularly. I've had some, you know, belligerent people or like drunk people or that sort of thing, but it's all few and far between, so we haven't had too much bad stuff to talk about,
Very
really.
fortunate.
Luckily,
That's
yeah.
That's good. If you could wish for any 3 things, what would they be?
3 things?
Yeah. 3 wishes.
I would wish for like a fully outfitted studio to record music in. That'd be tight. Right now, I just kind of record in my basement at home, which is fine, and I enjoy it. But it's still a basement. There's like workout equipment in the same room that I recorded and stuff like that. So that'd be one thing. I would wish for. I don't even know. An unlimited supply of Panda Express gift cards.
Oh, wow.
Or just Panda Express food. It doesn't really matter how I get it, I guess. And I would wish that Starburst jelly beans and Reese's peanut butter cup eggs or whatever, I wish that they were sold year round. That would be my 3rd wish.
That's a unique one. What's one thing on your bucket list that you hope to accomplish before you die?
Before I die, it's such a long time from now, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
I don't know if I've thought about it too much, but like, I mean, I guess just things that I want to do. I mean, move out of my parents' house would be nice. That'd be good to do.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, I guess just there's some like producers and stuff I'd like to work with at some point on albums, like Aaron Marsh from Copeland or Jake Clifford. I'd really love to work with. So I guess those would be my bucket list.
Very cool. Is there anything new that the fans can expect from you in the future concerning your music?
Yeah, I have a new album, Indiana Sun, coming out April 12th. So
Wow,
there's
that's
that. Yeah, and I'm actually like preparing some cool stuff to give away for free to people, just like a digital booklet, and like I'm making up chord charts for this entire album, so that like anyone who has a guitar and like or a piano or whatever and wants to learn how to play the music, like they're gonna have all of that written out for them if I get that done, cross fingers, and some stuff like that. But yeah, I'm releasing that April 12th, and I'm hoping to release another album or at least an EP before the year is out, but it just kind of depends on what time I have. And then I also have a project with my drummer called Into Airwaves. It's kind of like electronic stuff, kind of like in the vein of Alice City. And we're working on that, trying to finish up our first EP for that. And then there may or may not be another project in the works called Sharky. But I'm figuring it out right now. We're in the very beginning planning stages of that.
Wow,
So
that sounds interesting. Wow, you got a lot of upcoming stuff. If you could tour with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
I'd really love to tour with Colby Calais. I got to do that duet with her on my last album, but I've never gotten to perform it with her live.
Oh,
And I think
wow.
that'd be really
That would be really
neat
cool.
to like go on tour and be able to actually like hear the duet live. I think that'd be really cool. So.
Wow, that would be awesome. That's one of my favorite songs by you, actually.
Awesome.
Now I have some what would you rather questions.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, are you ready?
I'm good at
for
these.
Yeah,
I'm
good?
so ready, you have no idea.
Okay. Would you rather time travel into the past or the future?
Future.
How come?
Because the past has all sorts of like diseases and stuff that don't have cures. You could like die. Like you go back in the past and you can die from polio, and that doesn't even exist anymore. I feel like if I went into the future, like, then again, if I went into the future, I could like destroy their entire world by like offering some disease that doesn't exist then. I feel like if I go to the future, I'm less likely to like. You always see these movies where like you go back to the past and you like step on like a leaf or something the wrong way, and then like you go back to your time and like everything's different. I feel like there's less risk in going to the future, so I think I'd go to the future.
I see.
Yeah.
I like how you pulled diseases out of that.
That's what I thought of. I was just thinking of polio. That's all.
It works. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible on command?
Fly.
Fly.
Hands down. I've wanted to fly since I was like a kid. Because it'd be awesome. It'd be the coolest superpower ever.
That would be pretty cool.
It's a fact. Fly. Hands down.
This one's kind of a tricky one. Would you rather be seen as a jerk or see everyone else as a jerk? It's almost the same thing if you think about it. But
I guess I'd rather see everyone else as a jerk. I guess. I don't like it when people judge people based on, when they don't really know a person and they judge them anyway. But like, unfortunately, like, especially with musicians and stuff, that happens a lot. Like, I have friends that are super nice and just like, who some people may think are jerks just because of things they've heard that aren't necessarily true or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, people feel like they know somebody when they hear about them, and especially with musicians, it's like so much quicker to judge without thinking, well, maybe that's not true or whatever.
yeah.
So I guess I wouldn't want people to think I was a jerk. I'd rather think everyone else was a jerk. And that I was the only good
That's
person left in the world or something. Yeah. I feel pretty good about myself if that was the case. Like,
Yeah, you probably would. You probably would. I want to know, where can all your fans check out your music?
you can check out my music at chasecoy.com, and you can get the links on there to like my Twitter and Facebook and MySpace if you've time traveled to the past and you still use that.
Yeah, right. Well, I want to thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Awesome. Thank you.